because he's been doing a lot longer than I have. And anyway, I asked him one afternoon. I said, "Hey, how many UFOs have you got that are turning?" And he kind of thought about it, and he said, "None." And I'm like, "Well, you're about to get some now because they all turn here," which was true. They all turn. They all make a turn, or they'll go back out of the atmosphere, and they do all kinds of stuff. And I thought that was really weird that in all them years he never caught one that was making a turn, and I catch them turning all the time. And some of the turning ones, uh, if they're not spectacular, I don't even put them up. I just leave it alone because you can see you follow it across the sky. Well, you can't tell that really it's turning. You just got to kind of take my word for it that it was headed to the east. Well, now it's going to the south. And if you know where the stars are, you could see it making a turn, graduated turn. But yeah, that was kind of interesting. So yeah,
With bobdub, I have been doing the show about duality and everything, and we actually started talking about like nature, and like it's weird that this popped up, but I did bring it up to her because she's not really into UFOs and everything, you know. But we were discussing bees and the way bees fly. And the weird part is because of their wings, they're able to make turns like
yeah,
UFOs do. And
yeah.
like with trajectory, we don't have any kind of ships that are able to make the same turns that these UFOs have been reported to make, you know. And I thought that was interesting that bees can do the same thing, but there aren't too many other things that can naturally do that, you know.
Yep, yep.
So whenever I hear people talking about that now, it always makes me think of those bees and how they fly because those are actually a mystery when it comes to nature too. So
Well, I'm gonna show you a video here. I'm gonna send you a link to it, and this is 2 days old, and this is a prime example of what the orbs do. They change their markings and stuff. There's always something different, and it's just every week I see something different, and I've got to sit down and make a compilation of the orbs. I really do. But this one showed up with a symbol on it, and matter of fact, if you look at it, it almost looks like a dang eyeball. But you see the marks on the one I just sent you, right? Yeah, I'm talking about the other video I just sent you before this. They lasted they lasted about 2 weeks. They all had that mark on them, and then all of a sudden that mark went away and turned into something else. And this is another example of they changed the mark again. I'm like, man, it's hard to keep up. But this from 2 days ago. So the thumbnail on it, you
Big
can see
orb
the
with a
mark,
mark
and
on it,
it's
right?
almost like an arrow or something. But
Oh, he's really
you know, if you
close.
look at it one way, it almost looks
Keep
like
up
the
with him.
Masonic symbol.
Another one with a dark spot on it right there. So
Yeah, he's kind of slow. I'll show you some fast ones. This one in particular, I have to show you the one where it hits my
just
truck.
hanging out.
That video is kind of
It goes
traumatic
right over my
looking
head.
at it, but
Oh, where you went
I
now?
mean, it really
You
hits the
passed
truck
me.
really hard.
Behind me.
It's not playing around at all. Yeah, that one's slow. Yeah, see if I can find you the original Tinkerbell one. Oh yeah, I made a compilation for that little thing. That thing is crazy. Yep. Yep, yep. Yeah, I did a video. I heard Elon Musk talking about because he got put on the spot in two of his interviews asking about aliens, and he says I don't know anything about aliens, don't know anything about UFOs, and I was like, I got about three videos of UFOs doing maneuvers right in front of his train. He's got to know about them. Yep. Anyway, the other trick that the orbs learned was probably from the way I was thinking at the time. I mean, I kind of take offense to these people in armchair, and they're all an armchair expert, and they don't know anything. They don't have any videos of their own. And if you're sitting out there for 3 years filming this stuff religiously, y'all know what the hell you're looking at. So the orb started doing this, and this is recent. This is within a week or two, something like that. But they started blinking and flashing at me, and you can't get a flashing bug because at the time of the year there's no lightning bugs down here, and even if it did, it wouldn't look like that. So I sent you the link to that one real quick. But this is what this is what they started doing. I'll go down there and see if I can find the compilation for Tinkerbell. Yep.
Another blinker. I'm blinking. Oh, y'all brought friends, huh? Jeez.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. So anyway, in 2012, there was about 30 something witnesses on this UFO, and the guy pulled out a telescope in the daylight and actually captured a close up of this UFO I'm going to send you here. Well, I captured it not too long ago, and it was two cigars put together, and you'll see it. And it's pretty clear. I slowed it down in the end of the video too, but I sent you that since I just ran across it without having to go back and search for it. But it looks exactly like that one, except the guy in daytime, he's got a lot more detail than I do, but I've got it maneuvering coming in and going underneath the clouds. So, yep. Apparently, it was attracted to my little pointer because it was so cloudy. Nobody in the right mind trying to film a UFO is going to go out there with the clouds like that. And I go out there and I had pretty good luck. If there's a pothole up there that's clear, I can get a flyby every time. Yeah, it's not that long. I keep them short. People tend to watch the whole video if it's only 25 seconds long, but you make that thing 3 minutes, they won't watch 10 seconds of it and they hang up on it. Yep, yep. I got some really good followers that they have a lot of really smart, intelligent questions to ask, and it's nice to see their take on it because it's not. I'm not stuck in one way of looking at these objects. It's not just me; it's other people looking at it the same way, and it makes you feel better, like you're not totally losing your mind. There's Tinkerbell there.
I told him like if you want to, you can come on the show, and just say what's on your mind and stuff. So because you know there's actually other people that do have those kind of theories too. That like they believe that it's actually demons and stuff like that. You know.
Yep.
There's another one right
Well,
here.
it very well could be some of them, but you put
That's
me in
cool.
a haunted house somewhere that's bad, man, the hair stands up on the back of my head, and I won't.
Down,
I don't function very well.
Shows up.
Yeah.
I've been on the ghost hunts.
There it is. That is
You know, I don't practice a
Tinkerbell.
bunch of that stuff.
Right.
Don't
Took
go
it
around
long
trying to
enough to
call
get
it
here.
on myself or in the house. Hey, please give us a sign. You know, that kind of crap.
Yeah.
About that time, your head spins on backwards, and you know your daughter might come out of the bedroom. You know, puking pea soup or something.
There
You
it
don't
is.
know.
Yeah.
It's the Tinkerbell.
Try to
right
steer
there.
away from that stuff. But
Just showed up.
I mean, it's just. I mean, people like have a idea though that
Well,
like
it's
you're
visible
not going
without
to be
the.
open
There
to
it goes.
their,
This is so
their,
damn
their
fast.
ideas about it. I mean, I'm open to everybody's opinions when it comes
Yep.
to it. You know, I mean,
Yep.
I just this is actually the kind of stuff that I started out with when I got curious about it. Because John, he would post sightings of UFOs and aliens and stuff, and that's how I actually got curious about editing videos too.
Yep.
You know, because
I can't.
I started a Facebook group a long time ago. I can't even remember how long, but before I started doing videos. I would share other people's UFO sightings and stories and ghost stories and all that. And it just started from there. And John was one of the first.
Well, it was different. Oh,
That is nice. You got a really good shot there.
Yeah, and I had this orb about a month ago that showed up that had a square. It was like if the orb was ahead, where the square indentation would be right where his mouth was at.
Yeah.
And it was just weird to have a square there in the front of an orb looking at you.
That one, it looks like the laser was hard. It was hard for you to keep up with it.
that's cool.
Yep. Anyway, I'm gonna send you all three of the large spear compilations, so you got them.
Well,
You can play those real quick. There's the third one right here. The last one's actually the first one I made, so.
Okay. Let me make sure I got everything set up there, because I know. No, I have to. Yeah, there we go. I will start the first one. Yeah, no, that one's
look at the
just
big
clear as
flash.
day, and it gets
That's
bigger.
just too cool.
Yeah. They get really close to me.